Which do you prefer, a quesadilla or a fajita? Today, you don't have to choose. We're putting them together with the steak fajita quesadillas.
You want to see how we knock this one out? Stick around while we dig in. We love throwing down fajitas on the griddle. Brett, you know what else we like throwing down on the griddle?
Quesadillas.
We do also like, good guess. That
Smash
was exactly
burgers, teppanyaki, lots of things, Adam.
Maybe it would have been easier to answer what we don't like to throw down on the griddle.
That's probably a shorter list.
That's probably a much shorter list. But for sure, quesadillas always top the list. And I've never had a fajita quesadilla. It came to mind and I thought, bam, we're doing two of our favorites on the griddle and combining it for this great cook. Brett,
yes.
Get to the groceries so people know what's going in this one.
Here we go, front and center. Well, you see this Valhalla knife from Dalstrong? We'll get to that in a minute. But coming around, we've got this marinating skirt steak that we have. We will explain what's in the marinade coming up. We got sour cream. We've got our veggies here. We've got red and green bell peppers, salt and pepper, quesadilla cheese we're putting on. This is our usual suspects with tahini. This is our own fajita mix. A fajita seasoning. We've got fresh pico de gallo that we made. We've got these lovely la banderita tortillas we're using, butter and homemade guacamole as well.
Really not a whole lot to say about this one. We want to get a good sizzle. Now, one thing that I'm doing different, I wanted to cut up these strips of steak before to kind of get a sizzle on them. But Brett brought up a good point, doing some research on the best way to cook the flank steak. It's been marinating. We'll post
skirt steak.
Oh, sorry, skirt steak. We'll go ahead and post the marinade in the description below. This is kind of our own little creation, but it has a little bit of sour orange, some of our usual suspects with tahini,
some
and
beef broth.
Cumin in it, some beef broth, a little bit.
Yes, and now
garlic, soy sauce. All right, we're gonna do the steak and the veggies at the same time because the process we're doing with the steak. We'll get that. I'm gonna get my butter here, my veggies. And let me go ahead and use that. Got my butter here, so let's get my vegetables going.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
It does. That's
Do you want to pour the rest of this on there?
Oh my gosh, yeah, pour it on, dude.
All right. Now, this is skirt steak. It is very thin. We're going to do a 2-minute sear on each side, and then it should be just about done.
And then wait for the rest to use the other. Sorry, I was cutting bread off because I want to make sure we save some of that. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. Now, we typically also do onions. Funny fact, we didn't have any onions prepped. And we're like, I guess this is a pepper-only fajita.
Yep.
Funny fact.
Speaking of pepper, do you want salt and pepper?
Yes.
That steak looks and smells divine. Oh my gosh.
Divina.
Oh.
So I'm going to put a little bit of salt and pepper on. I'm going to come back behind with our seasoning, which again is our usual suspects with the chili lime sauce. Or I'm sorry, with tahini.
Tahini in it as well as no, that's right, tahini. That's it.
Yep. Which is basically chili lime.
It's been 2 minutes. Get a nice little bit of a crust there.
Now, you gotta remember that the temperature does lower once you put the food on the surface, so that's why you're not getting quite that loud sizzle at first. So we'll actually leave it a little longer than the 2 minutes on this side before we flip it, and then it's a steak. It's like I said, it's thin. It's gonna cook up really quick.
That steak looks so I'm definitely gonna eat all of it.
Yes. There will be snack and steak, guys, by the way.
I'm hungry now.
Yep, put some of our seasoning on here too. I should have done some on the other side, but it's okay. So there is some of this seasoning in the marinade as well. So, all right, so we have temp. This one is at 125, and so we're gonna pull it and let this one come up to temp as well. We're setting it in this so it can just sit in the juices as they will come out of this.
Pull it, send it down our gullet.
And we're gonna pull it and send it down our gullet.
Now this one is up to temp as well, so we're gonna pull it, and then we're gonna clean this area so we can get ready to
do our quesadillas.
Actually, we're gonna get this ready to cut, Adam.
I'm gonna use the rest of these juices in the cook here, Brett.
We need a cutting board.
Yes, we do.
All right, so now we're gonna cut the steak into strips. Now, one thing about this is a skirt steak, you wanna cut against the grain. It's very easy to see that the grain is running from me towards you. So we wanna cut against it. Now, this is a big, long piece. So rather than cut like that, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it in half once, and then you can see we got some nice pink inside, which is exactly how we like it. And now, I'm gonna come and cut these teeny little strips right through here. And by the way, we will be throwing this steak back onto the griddle with the vegetables.
So we cleared the veggies because they were starting to overcook. Well, they're getting to a point where if we left them, they're going to overcook. So we're going to reintroduce
a straight sog.
This, and so this is good. We want to cook this up just a little bit more. We'll add the veggies and then build the quesadillas. So we're just going to continue to cook and sear. Give this a toss. And then as soon as I toss it, Brett, we're going to introduce the veggies because this is cooked. We don't want to cook it all the way through. We don't mind a little bit of the pink.
You're going to come in with the veggies in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, veggies in as well. All right, Brett, let's go ahead and get the quesadillas. So our process is very simple. We lay butter, we lay the bottom tortilla. We put some cheese, we put some of the innards in there, and then we add a little bit more cheese, and then we top it.
Here we go. I'm gonna butter this whole side right here and see if we can get, should be able to fit 2 on there, you don't think, Adam?
Maybe, we'll see. All right, lay it down.
Okay, we like a lot of butter, clearly.
The tortilla down.
Layeth the tortilla down. I don't know if it's gonna fit, brother.
I don't think it will. Smooth like butter, like I'm
gonna start putting some of this on there.
Yep. All right, so while Brett's finishing with that, I'm gonna get some cheese. Because the last thing we want to do is burn our
Quesadillas.
just 3. All right, so I'm gonna grab it.
This is a 2-person operation right here.
Look at that cheese. Get a lot of butter, and we flip. Oh,
okay.
Got a little tossed out. Little fell out, that's okay. We catch it. See, we love the butter because it makes this super crispy. All right, we butter.
We butter lots of butter.
We like it a butter. And we lay nice even-sized tortillas. We love it. Good choice, Brett.
That's how I roll, man. I'm an architect of the tortillas.
All right, go ahead and grab me a plate. We're gonna go ahead and get ready to pull these. Let's do a little B-roll for this one. What do you say? Well, there they are.
In all their amazingly, smellingly delicious glory.
Right, absolutely. Kenzie Cannon, would you agree? Smells fantastic. All right, well, then let's jump right into it because there's no reason.
There's no knees in the row.
There's no reason to keep talking about it. So like we say, it can look amazing.
Yep, it looks absolutely amazing.
Like we say, it can smell amazing.
Have mentioned it, but can I get a smell? Yeah.
Smell, yeah, you can. But if this doesn't taste amazing, then this is all for naught. Cheers. I'll eat to that,
my brother. So just
That's a fajita quesadilla. The peppers, the seasoning, the flavors.
You know what?
No.
Okay. I'm glad we didn't do onions.
Yeah?
I mean,
Okay.
I'm not missing them. How about that?
There's onions in the pico and in the guac, so let's get a little bit of that and let's try that.
Sour cream, get all up in the.
Oh, I'm about to dump all this. Hold on. How's it?
Oh, That guac is good.
Runko. That is my homemade guac recipe. We'll post that down below as well. My favorite thing about fajitas is using the guacamole, the sour cream, and everything.
Yeah.
It's one of the first times I really started to enjoy sour cream. This is the first time I ever had fajitas. That's what it reminds me of.
The crispiness and the butteriness. There's so many different notes of citrus in here because we got lime juice all throughout everything. From the seasoning that's in the tahini, then our guacamole, lime, and then the pico lime, but it's not overpowering at all. It's such a refreshing flavor.
What this reminds me of is when we make your street tacos. So I made them for the gathering of the 4th of July, and at first it was like, ooh, the chicken tastes a little bit over-seasoned. You add everything into the taco, it is the most superb taco. That's what this reminds me of.
Yeah.
You get all these flavors together and add the guacamole, and for me, like I said, with fajitas, you have to have the guacamole and sour cream. This is a banger.
And I will say, Adam, when he was making we're very particular when it comes to like our pico de gallo and our guacamole.
Yep.
Adam came over, he's all, Brett, taste it, what's it missing? I tasted, I said, nothing. I said, if anything, I'd add a little more lime juice, but it was already starting to get a little...
Marinating. It was marinating.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But then by the time you put it on, oh, just absolutely amazing. And it's a simple recipe, like Adam said, we'll post it below.
So happy we came into this one. And you've got to try this one. This is one of those that, like, it delivered in every way, shape, and form. What do you, like we say, you got to give this a try. But if it gave you an idea of something else that you can cook on your griddle, make sure and give this video a thumbs up. We really do appreciate it. It's one way in which you can support us and what we do. Another way you can support us is through purchasing one of our 2 griddle cookbooks that are available. Well, one's available now, the Epic Outdoor Griddle Cookbook, on Amazon or anywhere books are sold. We're so honored to have gotten to work with the Quarto Group, and thank you all so much for your support on that so far. And also introducing our second cookbook, Smashed. We are excited for that one as well. It will drop May 16th, but pre-orders are available right now on Amazon.
We're hoping you can help make that a smashing success.
Success, there you go. And thank you to so many who have already reached out and let us know you've pre-ordered. Thank you. We love getting to do this for you and because of you. Brett, aside from coming to knock out this one, this I will absolutely call a banger. These fajita quesadillas, these steak fajita quesadillas.
Yes.
Why else are we doing this?
Because all we do is twin,
No matter what. And with that, we bid you adieu.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
And griddle on.